Have you ever had to stop an animal abuser with your bare hands? My parents had one simple rule before they left us home alone. Absolutely no one comes over while they're gone. 2 months ago, my older sister Rachel had invited a few friends over while they were at a movie and came home to 30 people, 2 literally in my bed. Rachel just rolled her eyes and promised, but 20 minutes after they left, I already heard her on the phone. Marco finally texted me back. He said he wants me to throw a party tonight. When I reminded her about Dad's threat, she grabbed my wrist hard enough to leave red marks. This is my only chance with Marco before he graduates. He's my lover, she hissed at me. You say one word, I'll make sure no one ever sits with you at lunch again. I tried explaining that Dad would literally disown her this time. She just laughed. It's just a small thing, maybe 5 people. Rachel had always been the pretty one, the popular one, the one who could destroy my social life with a single Instagram story. I should have known she was lying, because an hour later 20 people showed up. She even put Milo's bed in the living room because she heard Marco loves dogs. She came into my room. Hey sis, why don't you stay in here till later? Before I could respond, she walked out and I heard the click of my door locking from the outside. She'd installed that lock years ago as a prank that my parents never found out about. Rachel, this isn't funny. Let me out, I shouted, banging on the door. Her voice came through cold. Shut up, or I'll tell everyone you still wet the bed. Marco's here and I'm not letting you ruin this for me. The music started blasting, completely drowning out my calling for help. I could hear voices, laughter, the bass shaking our walls. I tried calling my parents, but it went straight to voicemail. I was completely trapped. For 2 hours, I sat on my bed, listening to the party spiral out of control. The music got louder, voices more slurred, laughter more aggressive. I heard glass breaking, followed by cheers. Then I heard a group of guys chanting something, their voices getting louder and more excited. Girls were screaming, "Stop! That's not funny!" But the chanting just got more intense. That's when I remembered. Milo was out there. Rachel had put his bed in the living room to impress Marco, my sweet puppy who was scared of thunderstorms, surrounded by drunk teenagers. I pressed my ear against the door, trying to make out what they were chanting, and then I heard it clear as day. Microwave! Put the dog in the microwave! My blood turned to ice. I started pounding on the door like a maniac, kicking, screaming, "Let me out! Rachel, stop them!" I was throwing my whole body against the door when suddenly it swung open. A drunk couple had come upstairs looking for an empty bedroom and opened my door by accident. The girl looked confused, but I didn't stop to explain. I flew down the stairs into absolute chaos. The house was trashed, red cups everywhere. Someone had knocked over Mom's lamp. Everyone was in the kitchen, and I pushed past everyone to get inside. Then, there was my sister's crush Marco, putting my sweet Milo in the microwave. I've never moved so fast in my life, ripping the door open and taking him out as fast as I humanly could. He was shaking violently, his fur hot, and he almost bit me in pure terror. His little body was trembling so hard I could barely hold him. "What is wrong with you?" I screamed at Marco, who just laughed and said it was a joke. That's when I saw her, Rachel, standing right there in the kitchen doorway, watching her crush torture my dog and doing absolutely nothing. She just stood there, frozen, too worried about what Marco would think of her to save an innocent animal. I ran out of that house carrying Milo, pushing past everyone. I was dialing 911 when I felt Milo go completely limp in my arms. "There's a party at my house and someone just microwaved my dog," I sobbed to the operator. "He's not moving. He's unconscious. Please send help." The police came and found my mom's jewelry was stolen, those 2 people in my bed, and my dad was furious. His parents had to pay to save Milo's life, and it was funny because my sister got to be with her lover because they both ended up in the same juvie.